Let's see if I can get this doing what I want it to do. Been texting back and forth with my sister Lisa, aka also known as Randy. Lovely lady. I'm still kind of doing that. I got 2 letters from for my brother Chris. One for Social Security, one from the hospital in Ada. The Social Security letter, he told me to go ahead and open his mail. I never really like the idea of opening someone else's mail, so I visited briefly with my sweetheart and then came out here, and I have to go get children in about 2.5 hours, so I should have time to upload this. But one letter, a representative applied for my brother to get his Social Security. If he agrees with everything she puts down, then he has to sign the paper and get it back to him, which means I'll be taking it to him once I get the letter. The other letter was the doctor at the hospital over there recommending he have a life vest, a defibrillator vest. It's by the Zoll company, Z-O-L-L. Chris had one. My brother did. Our tribe agreed that he could have one. He had it. He quit wearing it. He was supposed to mail it back in. His roommate Perry was supposed to mail it back in. So if Perry, if you're watching this, if that vest is still there, please let us know. One of us will come retrieve it. You don't have to make a trip. I believe, I have faith he'll get better. I do. His main complaint right now is coughing. He can't seem to not cough. He's got something, what is that? My wife gets mad at me over this, and I understand why now. I fidget when I'm doing a vlog. I don't mean to. I fidget in life. Hold on just a second. Hold that thought. There is so much going on everywhere, not just with us. My wife is wanting to build raised bed gardens, and I agree with her. I believe that it's a good idea. If we can get my brother over his health problem right now, he has a home here, and eventually he can either have his own RV or we'll get him a place to live, you know. I mean, It's all about family, and he knows that my sister and her family and our family up there and us and here, we all love him. He knows that. He knows he's got a support base now. Um, I just I'm not really worried anymore is the best way I can say it. Regardless of what happens, it's in God's hands, not mine. And our God is a mighty God. Um, I do have to do a job today. I mean, I should have been doing it yesterday. And I've got things rolled up so I can start. I just haven't begun yet. And I will. It'll all be good. Um, I've got prayer meeting tonight. And that's always spiritually uplifting. Prior to me doing all the stuff I've got to do today and tomorrow, one thing I have to do is clean up my desk. I have things missing here that I know they're on this desk, and I am too embarrassed to whip this camera around and show you what this desk looks like. It is a mess. I get so involved in what I'm doing at times, it's like everything else is just out there and all I'm focused on is right there in front of me. And that's kind of this job I'm getting ready to be immersed in. Linda could go get the children from school, but the thing is, she does enough just by getting them to school in the mornings. I'm not a morning person, and it's not due to I didn't stay up late last night. It's just that I have a permanent illness. Best way I can describe it. I sound strong, but I'm not. I am upper body. I'm talking physical strength, but health-wise, I've got a lot of problems myself. And so, one of the things, I sleep between probably about 4 in the morning, the last time I roll over and look at the clock, until about 8 o'clock when I sleep. Linda gets up way early. She gets the kids ready for school. She gets them to school, comes back and lays down. And she's just... My brother said it best. I've got a great wife, and I do. She is a sweetheart. She's a caregiver, best there is. And she is my best friend. I call Jerry Pletcher my best friend, but the truth of the matter is my number one best friend is my wife. And I can't put into words how much I love that girl. I really can't. I've got a ton of stuff I've got to do in here. It's just, I try not to think about it. I mean, we looked in the back of my old van, and there's a computer I forgot I had, and I've got to see what I can do to work on it and get it functioning. Thought I had a mouse running around a drum over there in the corner. What it was, a shadow of me moving back and forth in the tripod this camera's on. There are so many things that I get involved in that end up taking way more time than they should. And I'm going to have to start focusing better, I guess. Way better. You're going to see more and more distractions happening. And what I mean by that, the cartel that runs this nation right now, and that's what they are, is a criminal organization. And I'm liable to get this stricken by saying that, but if they can get you concentrating on the right hand, you won't know what the left hand is doing. Governmental sleight of hand, and it's always been there and it always will be. That's my opinion. But one of the things that I've observed, and I'm a pretty good observer, is how the government, for the whole part, most of the folks in the government on all different levels, consider the general population stupid, and we're not. All the way from the federal level down to your local towns and cities. I was reading a deal, and it's also that way in churches. I was reading a deal before I came out here about a preacher at a church in Duncan, Oklahoma. He's no longer there. And he got a divorce from his wife, and his ex-wife embezzled a bunch of money from the congregation where he was the pastor at. A lot of that goes on. It's unfortunate, and I hate that it's that way, but that is how it is. I used my magic 8-ball for something that it wasn't meant for. Keeps the water fresh, keeps dust from falling down into my water. As weird as that sounds, but that is what I use it for. I've seen so many instances over the last umpteen zillion years that I've been on this third rock from the sun. I've seen so many instances of government officials stealing from the public. I mean, it's been rampant. And I don't expect it to slow down anytime soon. But there's one thing that a lot of folks seem to forget, or they never knew it or believed it in the first place. And that is, there is a God, and He is in charge. Just like there's a God that can heal my brother who's up in the heart hospital in Oklahoma City. He can do that. He can heal him. I know that. I've seen it happen. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. My youngest son was about 2.5 years old, and he got kicked in the head by a yearling colt stud horse. He was a year old, and that colt, when it kicked my brother, killed him dead as a hammer. He was dead. My wife prayed him back. And my son has a scar on his forehead, still has it, where that hoof connected with him. I've seen instances where I've been healed due to prayer, and other people have been healed due to prayer, due to righteous prayer. You know, you're not going to take anything with you when you leave this life but your love and your family, and you do take them with you. I'll see my birth mother again and have hugs from her. I'll see my dad again, have hugs from him. Oh, crap. Just a second. I don't have to get off here. I've just got to put this phone down. All of us have glimpses of heaven if we think about it. We have it in our dreams. We can feel our kindred dead over there on the other side. You can. You're not supposed to talk to them or try to conjure them up, but I frequently tell loved ones on the other side of the veil of forgetfulness, on the other side of mortality. I take opportunity many, many times to push through and let them know they're still loved, that I love them. Do it with my birth mom, I do it with my dad, I do it with my grandparents, I do it with friends I've lost. I let them know that they're loved. If that's wrong, so be it, but that's how I feel about it. I have many people that I need to tell I love them in this life, and have not taken opportunity to do so. I spend a fairly large amount of time daily in prayer and actually in scripture study. I'm not a scriptorian by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm not a righteous individual by any stretch of the imagination. But the one thing I have that I do, two things I do well. One is prayer and the other is love. So if you're watching this, really and truly, I love you. You need to understand that that is legitimate. It's not just words coming out of my mouth. I love you. And I sincerely want God to bless you. Blessings are a great thing. And now I've got, yep, somebody tried breaking in my computer again. I should turn this thing off while I'm doing vlogs. I really should. But I want God to bless you. Ask for what you need, not what you want, what you need. Knock and the door will be open. Ask and your needs will be met. And love people. Love everybody. Well, I've got to get off of here. Like the sign up there says, be kind. God bless you. Bye.